Hey folks, I'm Sir Vainglory and welcome to part 23 of my campaign in Graviteam Tactics on the Luga line. This is the Peleshi campaign as the Germans from the Raging Bridgehead DLC. So we're getting close to our final objective of Izvoz. The last time out we fought in a battle that got to the very outskirts of the village. Previously we've been advancing along here as well, but this attack's beginning to peter out. Particularly since I left half of the force back here to keep these guys at bay. So we will rely on our eastern flank to push on to the objective, but obviously we've got this major battle in here to fight, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Well, deployment. Well, actually, no, we're not going to go to the deployment because a lot of the Soviets are routed. Still got a small battle in here to fight, light tanks and field guns. We don't have any armour, but that's okay, so let's go ahead. And we'll do our deployment. It's still going to be a big enough battle as far as we're concerned. We've got enough infantry in the vicinity. I suppose we're mopping up a castle. Right, so just one sector. And they had... we orientated properly, so the light tanks were back here and the guns were down here. Right, so we're not going to have anything fancy. Do I have any anti-tank guns at all? Don't think so. Oh, we do. Ham. What have you got for us? Oh, you get 3 Pak 38s, not the worst. And where are you actually located? You're not too far away, good. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to relocate you over here. In the off chance that you can get line of sight on the tanks. We're outside the battlefield there. You have to be quite far forward. Yeah, so it does look like somewhere around about here. Still not any good. Oh, actually, how about here? Still not great. I guess the ground rises again over at that point. Yeah, there is a rise there. Yeah. Again, the ground dips down beyond that point. Okay, let's give it a look over here. Face that direction. No, so beyond the road, we're masked. But then we don't need to look beyond the road. That's the edge of the map there, right? The edge of the battlefield, I should say. Yeah, so we can see plenty there, but not back here. Yeah, I think we'll have the Paks over here. And it means that they can move forward. They don't have to move too far if you want to get better lines of sight. What's this here? Burned out Soviet tank T-60. Yeah, so we'll set the Paks up to guard this flank. In case the Soviet tanks move forward, we'll push up through the woods. So let's start with Ham then. And if we put you there, yeah, I think we do need to risk you being forward. No, that's not any good. I haven't tried that one, so I guess we'll do that. Your commander could potentially be in here. And the machine gun, I was hoping you were actually going to be able to see into that forest from there. We'll put you ahead. Okay, and let's see, all of you conserve ammo, but shoot at everything. Don't take position, stay where you are. You can conserve ammo and don't shoot. Heads down. Right. So we'll leave the guns out there, and then we'll set up the infantry around the rest of the sector over in the west and the south. So let's go ahead then. Let's have Clink next. Well, what have we got here? We've got 4 MG34s. So we could potentially... Again, I was hoping more to get sight into the trees there. These guns are more about protecting the packs from infantry that may advance. It's amazing the height difference between the packs and the machine guns. Let's shift you out of the way for now and come back to, that's you. Well, that's a decent enough spot there. Yeah. And your CO could stay there. Right, and these guns are going to be over here. No, maybe not. I don't think we've got any decent lines of sight for them over here either. No. Well, we could put you forward there. You're very exposed if there are tanks up in that direction. Maybe we just set you out in front here. Let's do that. Alright, and Commander, you could be back in there somewhere. And Clink then, you'll hold this area in here. Let's just have you set up right at the forward edge. Having said that, I want you to move over one. And that is a mortar, yep. Okay. Now, artillery, and you can zero in so we can call in fire during the battle, which is fantastic news. Yeah, alright, so it's going to be, again, no, back here, yeah. You're going to be there with your head down, not shooting at anyone. Then we'll have the blitz, yeah, just back out the way, your commander in there. And Drescher, we'll have you in here. Right, so that's that company set up, including the guns. Okay. They had field guns of some description in here. So you've just got 3 MGs. I wonder if they're all functioning. You've just got 2. We've got mortars there, right. Okay, well we'll put the half tracks in here then. Mortars, let's see, if you're sitting there, that's not too bad at all. How about if you're further back? Yeah, we'll go with that. You guys, you're pretty weak, so we'll have you hold down in here. Yeah, I'm happy enough with you just staying reasonably out of sight. Stay in there. Okay, and Kirchner will be over more on this side. Any dead ground in here? Yeah, it looks like there's a slight rise there. It does give you some cover. So we'll have you deployed like this. Got the mortars deployed and Pooch. You have, you can only get scheduled fire. I think we're going to settle for that. Your HQ in there and the Blitz back here, right? Okay, so that's the southern edge and this corner dealt with. Up here it's going to be an advance and towards where their tanks are. So we need to make use of the forest as much as possible. Hang on, Kun, you should be down with your troops. You can just sit in there. So that leaves us with Scheiber. The Pioneers, I suppose they're, what do you actually carry? 9mm Mausers, MG34 Mausers, grenades and mines. You've got some Teller mines there. Yeah, you might be able to take out some light tanks. I think we'll start off with you back in the forest there. And you've still got your blitzes and a mortar. Well, let's have the mortar set up here somewhere. That will do you. And then the infantry will deploy in here. And the blitzes will keep back out of harm's way. And pens, you've also got blitzes, well they can park up here as well. And Pens, you're going to be in reserve. We'll have your mortar maybe somewhere that's got some vision over there. Like that spot. And you could sit there as well. But the rest of the troops, as I said, you're the reserve, ready to follow up. And the MG34s, they'd obviously be more use against field guns than light tanks, so if you could find positions up here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So that's your company done. Schaefer, you're also a reserve, I guess. And we might well have you follow up Schieber's company. Since I don't plan on advancing down here, and push up there. Alright, Altweiler then. And again, I don't want your blitz involved, so you can join the car park. Let's get you all lined up. Hurst. Do the same. And your heavy weapons, I think we just have them over here. So let's have you sit in there, face that direction. The rest of them just cluster around. And Schreiter, let's see, you can call in fire during the battle, so I think we'll try and get you a spot somewhere up here. In fact, we can go in behind. Can you see from here? I'd rather not have you that exposed, but we might need that. You can sit back there, and the blitz, we just have that on the road in here. We'll put Schaefer up here too. And you can call up the rest of the company when it's needed. I think that's everyone, is it? No, Hirsch. Lieb's back in there. Hirsch. You can only pre-plan your fire as well. So I think your fire's going to concentrate in the woods there. So let's see what sort of sight we can get. That would be okay. Yeah. I think we'll take that. Commander there, your blitz back. Let's put the blitz further back there. Okay. So I think that's me. Got everyone deployed now. So I'll set up the fire missions and give everyone the heads down orders, etc. off camera, and then I'll bring you guys back for the start of the battle. Okay, see you soon.